New protests in Portland, Oregon, after a shooting by federal agents. 2 people in a car were wounded by Border Patrol officers. Portland Mayor Keith Wilson.
Our community deserves answers. Our community deserves accountability. And most of all, our community deserves peace.
Homeland Security says the driver and a passenger were part of a targeted stop of an alleged gang member. More from CBS's Jesse Mitchell.
In a posting on X, the agency says when agents identified themselves, the driver attempted to run them over. It says an agent fired a defensive shot as the driver and passenger tried to flee the scene.
Oregon's Attorney General says he's opening a formal investigation. Prosecutors in Minnesota say the FBI has blocked access to evidence after a mother of 3 was killed by an ICE agent this week. CBS's Ashley Grams.
Governor Tim Walz acknowledging the wide range of emotions, asking protesters to remain peaceful.
And let's start healing, get some answers, and move Minnesota forward.
ICE out now! Hundreds of people weaving through the streets just blocks from where Renee Good was shot and killed on Wednesday.
Vice President J.D. Vance.
That very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive?
This morning, President Trump said he's called off a second wave of attacks on Venezuela.
In an early morning social media post, the president said Venezuela has been working well with the U.S. and is releasing large numbers of political prisoners, which he called a very important and smart gesture. Families rushed to prisons across Venezuela last night to reunite with their freed loved ones. Trump says Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado might meet with him in Washington next week. She has praised Trump for removing Nicolas Maduro from power and even dedicated her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
The president told Fox last night it would be a great honor if Corina Machado decided to share that Peace Prize with him. In Tehran, the Ayatollah Khamenei blames massive protests on Iranians trying to please President Trump. The BBC's Najib Khazra.
He's doubling down on his policy of cracking down on what he calls troublemakers, saboteurs.
Protests began over economic issues. President Trump may be expanding his Reno project at the White House. The architect turning the East Wing into a ballroom says Mr. Trump is considering a one-story addition to the West Wing to reinstate symmetry around the building's central pavilion. This is CBS.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsor.
Drill, baby, drill. If you're an SEC accredited investor looking for one of the most powerful tax advantages available in 2026, now is the time to take a serious look at Encore Energy. Under current federal guidelines, accredited investors may be able to deduct up to 100% of their investment in 2026. And for many investors, that level of tax relief is simply too valuable to ignore. Encore Energy offers operator direct participation in U.S. horizontal oil drilling in areas with a long record of success, including more than 100 producing wells already drilled. These are established fields with existing infrastructure and proven and ongoing production potential. For investors with 100K seeking aggressive tax strategy, portfolio diversification, and a way to participate directly in American energy development, call Encore Energy to get details now. These programs involve significant risk and aren't suitable for everyone. Call 1-800-544-1221. That's 1-800-544-1221. Again, 1-800-544-1221. Encore Energy, where smart investors act before the window closes. Encore Energy at 1-800-544.
Local news brought to you by the Mississippi Candy Company, which has a huge selection of chocolates, gummies, popcorn, and more. Mississippi Candy Company on Dees Drive in Gluckstadt.
Heavy rain, severe weather. It's January in Mississippi. Flash flooding is possible with severe storms, too, especially this afternoon and tonight in central Mississippi.
The main threat will be damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. However, a tornado or two will be possible.
Mike Edmonston is a forecaster with the National Weather Service. He says you should be aware that heavy rain and flash flooding could be a threat. A flood watch is in effect. The high is 74 today with a 90% rain chance. It stays at 90% tonight. Saturday, the rain is only in the morning. The high is 68, Sunday 51, and partly sunny. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis.
The largest private investment in Mississippi history, a $20 billion plus investment by XAI.
Governor Reeves making that announcement Thursday in DeSoto County. He says the new facility will support not only hundreds of jobs there, but he believes will have a positive effect for you and everyone in the state with the tax money it generates going to things like roads, bridges, teachers, and first responders. An alternative to supporting vouchers to help educate kids in underperforming schools.
Robert E. Clark Education Reform Bill that touches on every aspect of education.
That's Representative Kabir Kareem, chair of the Mississippi Legislative Black Caucus, Thursday. He says they will not support the voucher program, but would support the bill he mentioned in this year's legislative session. A new plan for safety at North Park Mall was discussed Thursday by police and representatives from the mall following a fight in the food court this weekend that involved several juveniles. No specifics were mentioned, though. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away at the storm. Chip away. That's what I wanna do. Sweet little mama, I wanna get next to you.
And good Friday morning here on the program. I am Chip Matthews. She is, of course, Dawn McKenzie, Delta Dawn. And he is Ron Eller, who is walked in from the stormy weather that we are carrying outside and said, I said, you're not wet. He goes, I'm faster than the raindrops.
I can dodge, weave, and bob.
We could have used you in the game last night then.
Yeah.
But we needed you officiating more than all, but we're not going to get into all that. We're just going to say good morning to everyone. The results of the game, if you look at the last play of the game in every angle all around, you can tell that one thing decides all football games, and that is money.
Amen.
Period. I mean, I'm
so
not.
What's your synopsis on that?
I'm not.
I was excited to get here and hear your Monday quarterback story.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way: in the last 2 minutes of the game, this may be the whole new football scenario of things. It was very much like a pro football game when nothing's happened all game, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 everybody's able to score or not score.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll be and they'll be making a drive, and they'll say, "Oh, holding," and you'll go, "Phantom holding," and phantom this, phantom that, and that. I mean, so really, a lot of the end of the game, I would say, the last 4 minutes, 5 minutes,
mm-hmm.
the game was played differently than the whole rest of the game, and it seemed like at times officiating was taking it out of the hands of the players. And so that's what I see. I mean, I don't feel, we had, you had the face mask call that didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
You have things that occurred. And last week, those things, even though they occurred, we won the game. But in the event of ESPN being the old, the last 2 minutes of the
I got it under control. Don't look at me like I got three eyes over here.
You got three eyes. You do. But all of a sudden, and that's why we can't put you up on the screen.
No, you're just a screen hog.
But then on the last, on the last play of the game, and they're waiting on us to all scream and yell and say blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
They're ESPN, the world leader in sports. And the school that every time they have an opportunity to say that, to bring up all of Ole Miss past and this, that, and the other onto a screen, was going to have they think they're headed toward an Ole Miss and Indiana football game for the championship game. And then how much viewership would you and interest would you have in that game? How the ratings would be. Because Indiana is not the powerhouse that they need to be. Ole Miss has always been the controversial powerhouse, so they would enjoy it. But Indiana versus Ole Miss would be a to the rest of the nation.
Yeah.
Miami, the Convicts, on the other hand.
How did they get the name the Convicts?
Well, see, there's this thing that always goes up: Christians versus convicts when they play Notre Dame. So last night there was a thing going around: Confederates versus the convicts, and I was just like, okay. And that was more of that thing that, you know, I don't mind being called a Confederate. I just think that means you're from the South.
That's right.
Okay, but they would look at that as a slam toward racism and civil war and stuff like that. I mean,
well, I think the Mississippi people handled themselves respectfully.
Oh yes,
yes,
yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't see much of the after game because, unfortunately, I stayed up to watch the game, and then of course had to go to sleep.
You?
Yes, I felt like I needed sleep.
Okay.
And look, when I got up here today and was sitting on the couch, I got here at 5 a.m. and I said, I'm going to take a nap. And all of a sudden I go, is that rain? And then those windows on the studio went like they were fixing to leave the building. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, there was a little bit of rotation between here and Brownsville.
There was a rotation on that couch at that time too. There was a big disturbance. I was like, what the heck's going on? Because when I rolled in, parking lot was wet, but I didn't see a drop of rain, didn't hear anything that looked like rain all the way in. And I was just like, what the heck is that? And I thought,
what is that stuff coming down out there? We haven't seen it in a long while.
But as everybody went out and planted tulips the other day, tulip bulbs, and I hope you buried them deep enough to where they don't wash away all the topsoil today. But that's that. And the tulip bulbs were being painted. I mean, that's the big news in Madison County. The whole
front page.
Yeah,
Volunteers
so
planted hundreds
beautiful.
of tulip bulbs in Madison. and I know for those people that are flowering, were you okay? Okay. So much for us having a conversation. But anyway.
That's okay. I'm still here.
Yeah, thanks, Ron.
Fit to fight day or night.
Okay, so that's that. And Ridgeland was awarded $15 million in federal grant monies. We'll go ahead and awards for transforming West Jackson Street into a safer, more walkable downtown. That's good. When I first saw it was awarded money for West Jackson, I was going, excuse me, I didn't think of it as the street. I thought it was for the whole West Jackson. I was going, that's an interesting way to rebuild Jackson, is to give it to
one section.
Give it to Ridgeland to spend it back on Jackson, but that isn't the way it was. So what you been doing, Ron?
Well, just coming off duty at St. Dominic's. We're trying to save the people of Mississippi from their heart disease.
I had a friend yesterday who went in and got a heart cath yesterday. And he's been talking about it on Facebook, but I'm not going to mention it now. He says that it was good. So that's good.
Yep.
So,
well, I would encourage everybody out there, Heart Month is coming up, and you got to buy something for Valentine's Day, so it'd be a good time to consider getting a healthy heart scrking.
And
it's a great present for your family.
And Jolene just checked in from Canton and said, "Power is flickering on Peace." That would be Peace Street, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the land of Canton, where there is no peace. Good morning, Robert Lloyd, Jeff Thomas, Richard Hammock. I guess that roof you were going to help me with on my car.
Your roof's going to be rusted away before you get a roof on that car.
It's going to happen real quick. Will Brown, Debbie Bergansky, J.C. Dunn, Donna Yowell. And she says, hey, Ron, you been talking? Never.
Well, Donna's got an interesting story. Do you know Donna?
I know it. We'll be right back. Let me say hello to Mama Helen and Lloyd Travis and Shane Easley, Rob Indris, who says, what a game last night. And let's see who else. Pastor Rod Scott and David.
Mitch
and,
Tyner.
I didn't see Mitch yet. Where's Mitch?
I have him on my screen over here. My
Yeah, he
special
just
screen.
got here, Mitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we should sue ESPN, Mitch. At some point in the game, it seems like money became the issue. And it always is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. End of the game was all about money. So I guess that also means the sports bet. It'll be interesting to see if the sports betting world gets passed in Mississippi, or if they will say, oh, no, you wanted Miami. But anyway, now, Donna Yowell's story.
Well, young Donna is a farmer. She has a lot of property over in the Bolton area and raising exotic flowers and things like this. Agriculture is number one industry in the state of Mississippi.
Is flower farming?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, she has been having problems with her property. The Republic of New Africa, they do drive-bys on her property.
Right.
They've been running cattle across her flowers and things like this, and she can't get a whole lot of action out of the state to protect herself.
Right.
And they're trying to run her off her property.
What did you saw where they built a road on her property?
Mm-hmm. I did.
An illegal road.
Yeah.
But
and
they say it's a road.
It's a dirt path.
Now the question is it on a road plan anywhere?
Not that I can find.
So you just go build a road, put a sign on, say it's a road.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, oh, that's just her problem. She's some crazy white woman out in the middle of West Hines County.
Yeah. And, it's the Hines County, Republic of Jackson.
And Board of Supervisors.
Yeah. And the movement of the Republic of New Africa. And it's in Benny Thompson's hometown.
Yes.
And Benny isn't doing anything to help.
You would think
his constituents.
You could
a business person.
Why can't you call Benny to help?
Well,
I constantly hear stories of people of let's say if you were going to say that all of his citizens were treated equally, you would say that all of us are the same, and that Benny would help you. But it seems to me, if you're lighter than Benny, you don't get
the same attention as a general rule.
And you hear people that go to Washington and go to meet and talk with Benny, and he don't come out and talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if this story is that widespread, why isn't the word racist applied to Benny Thompson? Because he is racist against whites.
Well, it only goes one way in wokeism that we face in this country.
When you see a black and white sign that says one way on it, it only does one way, right?
Exactly.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
In Deutschland, das ist Asphalt.
Denise Goebel says, good morning, Don and Chip. Best steak ever last night.
Yes.
Craig Park. Look, there were people everywhere I was meeting last night that came into the restaurant just to say hello, and a group of people. Pardon my PTSD. I cannot remember the ones that had the big pizza over there. They said, I listen to you every morning. They had people walk up to me. You don't know me. I know you. I'm going, okay.
Did they have the Sergeant Pepperoni?
Yeah, I know. They had.
My brother-in-law and sister did. They really enjoyed that pizza. That was really good.
Best pizza
Well,
in the
tonight's
world.
date night for my wife and I. So we're going to hit Central Mississippi's newest hotspot.
Yes.
Okay,
on the
awesome.
rest.
Hey, it's going to be great. Come on out and see us at Beethoven's Boardwalk. We'll be back to talk a little bit more about everything going on in the world. Be careful out there. You got to leave a few minutes early. Roads are wet. People can't drive. The people out there with purple hair and long fingernails and their iPhone in their hand and no tag on their car and no insurance will be out there looking for you because that's what they do.
One call, that's all.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie and Ron Eller on WYAB. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Efficient and trouble-free payroll processing is crucial to a business's success, and a lot of businesses are struggling with it. PeopleLease, a local payroll provider, not only offers top-of-the-line software, but also provides on-demand payroll support services. With PeopleLease, you're never on your own at every step of your payroll process. PeopleLease has the expertise in managing payroll challenges and will work hard to understand your business and employees. That's what makes PeopleLease the perfect choice for you and your business. Learn more online at peoplelease.com.
This is Gary Bryden with the Association of Independent Methodists, inviting you to join us for the Methodist Bible Hour USA each Sunday morning at 7 a.m. We'll explore the scriptures, share insightful thoughts, and enjoy special music. In today's world, there's a lot of confusion around us, but we'll point you to the eternal truth found only in Jesus Christ. That's the Methodist Bible Hour USA every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. on 1039 WYAB.
Grizz Nation, your Memphis Grizzlies season is in full swing at FedEx Forum, and there's nothing like being there to cheer on your team. Grab your tickets and bring your energy to the electric atmosphere of a Grizz game. Tickets are always available online at grizzlies.com/tickets or in person at the FedEx Forum box office in Memphis.
When you want your pine trees to grow a little happier and a lot healthier, call on Holcomb Aerial Service. When your crops need dusting, think Holcomb Aerial Service. From the farm to your own pine forest, Holcomb Aerial Service will stimulate growth, eradicate pests, and preserve the value of your crops. Call Holcomb Aerial Service at 601-668-6200. That's 601-668-6200.
Hi, this is Casey Seymour from Hometown Hardware in Flora. Hunting season is here, and Hometown Hardware in Flora is your local hunting headquarters. Whether you're setting up a new spot or restocking for the season, we've got you covered. We have ground blinds, shooting houses, feeders, food plot mixes, attractants, and much more. We have everything you need for a successful season and the hometown service you can always trust at Hometown Hardware, located at 1085 Highway 49 in Flora, Mississippi.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, priced to fit your budget. Stop by Pops Auto Sales today, where fair prices and superior service leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Or go to popsautosales.llc.com and browse our inventory and get pre-approved for zero-down financing with approved credit, with service contracts and warranties available. And guys, our truck inventory is one of the largest for any independent dealer, period. Pops Auto Sales, Highway 49 in Florence.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the most famous person on the radio in Flora, Mississippi at this time. It's the Chip Matthews Show. Delta Dawn, starring Chip Matthews, Delta Dawn McKenzie, and Ron Eller. What happened? You cold? Go outside. It's 72 degrees. Dawn is experiencing heat wave, I suppose, because she got over here and cut the air on, and I have to have a jacket. For those keeping up with my fashion wear,
Yeah,
didn't
they
know-
pay really close attention to you because last week they were talking about how good your hair looked.
Okay.
Yeah, so now they're observing that you're wearing an Ole Miss jacket.
Well, you know what I'm gonna. Well, it is an Ole Miss jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm gonna have to get me a clothing sponsor then for the show. Yeah.
Absolutely. We like all kinds of sponsors.
Like,
Well, maybe I could get you Ron Eller for Congress. Sure.
you can do that, but I'm more looking for
a
like
high-end fashion.
an Austin Reed.
Oh.
Yes.
So tomorrow is your birthday.
Yes,
And
y'all.
we have a surprise party.
Yes, we have a surprise party for me for International Chip Matthews Day tomorrow at the Reservoir at the Beethoven Boardwalk.
Mhm. And who's
in
playing?
Acme Pizza, Scoobies. People are coming in. They're starting to figure out the whole thing. It's a boardwalk, and you've divided the building up. And you have a steakhouse in there. You have a pizza restaurant in there. You have a pool hall upstairs, or pool billiard room, as we
Mhm.
like to call it.
Yes.
And then you have Scoobies, and it's Scoobies. Whoa, Raggy. You got Lukenbach. Lukenbach is playing there tomorrow night.
Yeah, in celebration of your surprise birthday party.
Yeah, my surprise birthday party.
Yeah.
International Chip Matthews Day is what
Yeah.
it's commonly
Oh,
known.
that's what it's going to be known as. So,
And then, of course, tonight we have Skip McDonald playing out there.
Mhm.
And then coming your way on Sunday, Doug Hurd.
Okay.
It ought to be hot. That place is about to be the destination location for entertainment in Central Mississippi.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't realize, and it's been something we've been trying to just gather it all. And
Mhm.
everybody's going, why are you opening in stages? I go, it's something this big. You gotta open the boardwalk up. Look, we should be open for lunch just because there's enough cars driving through lunch. I think Fred Cerami needs to come set up his hot dog wagon in the parking
Really?
lot, and that would for
Yeah.
the next few days until we finally decide to get lunch going.
It hurts to turn people away, I tell you.
Because to me, when you ride to a restaurant, when you ride to a destination location,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be open.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Waffle House. You know they're going to be open,
Yep.
so you drive there. You might drive a little slower lately because we enjoyed our food this week.
We did.
Jeez.
It is a gift that kept giving, wasn't it?
It's still giving. What you talking about?
So today is also my cousin's birthday. Her name is Robin. She lives in Meridian. I want to send her a happy birthday wish. And it's also Police Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Okay.
Yes, we need to back that blue line.
And all you
Mhm.
people from Canton, it's Lisa Gottage's birthday today. Where y'all know Lisa Gottage Greenwald. And y'all make sure you mention on her show that I didn't say that she was older than me. Don't mention that.
You wouldn't do that, would
I
you?
wouldn't do that.
Well, I can think of two of my co-workers, Darby Grace, that works in cardiovascular holding.
Yeah.
And Olivia Mahaffey, she doesn't work at St. Dominic's anymore, but her family has the printing company downtown.
Yeah. Well, what I always kid Lisa is that she was the first over woman I saw naked.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really have to talk about that on the airways?
Well, I was
she
just-
probably doesn't want anybody to know that.
Well, and I was sitting there, and then another friend of ours came along, Denise Lauderdale. She came along, and we were all up there in the hospital.
In the hospital?
We were just born.
Oh, that's why you saw her naked. I
Jeez.
see now.
You see now.
You know how them heathens are. Their mind goes straight to the gutter.
I mean, I said, I
You have
showed
told
up,
me that story before.
and it was pink, and they had a little pink
She had a pink blanket on. You
blanket.
had a blue
I had a
one?
little blue one and a little pink.
Yeah.
Nowadays they just say,
It's
here's a white blanket for all of y'all. Y'all figure it out. Okay.
Yep.
Well, how does that baby self-identify? That's the question. Wokeness at its best.
Back then we didn't have a problem.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And on the birth certificates,
Schlong or no schlong?
Yeah.
on the birth certificates today, it has male, female, and other.
What? No, I saw something else. Male, female, custom. What?
Really?
That
What
was
is that?
something I was filling out. Is that something I was filling out for the ABC today? yesterday?
I don't know.
Something I filled out in government paperwork the other day said male, female, or custom. I'm going, custom. Would that mean? That can go very many ways. If you went back and had it fixed longer,
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, or whatever. But anyway, we're gonna get in trouble if y'all keep this up.
Are we going to stay on our schedule?
Yeah, we're on schedule. We're on schedule.
Okay.
Okay, so the Supes Defend Road Plan lawsuit in Madison County. Of course, that was the headlines.
Why don't you bring me a paper?
Maybe I didn't bring me this paper. That's a lie. Okay, but inside here, okay, here we go. Supes halt gasoline payments asking for Steen's customers.
Yes.
See, I didn't get all of that originally. Gerald Steen, of course, is the head of the conglomerate known as the Three Amigos.
Correct.
And he's also head of the Board of Supervisors.
Yes.
And he's also a mainstay in funding money toward the Democrats' projects. Their projects. He's allegedly a Republican, which some people from the Republican Party asked me the other day that are members of the Madison County Republican Executive Committee. They go, we need to just get Steen somebody else. I said, no, they're not going to do that. That group of people, they just want an R. They don't care as long as the winner has an R on it. I don't care what he does. They just want him to have an R.
Yeah.
The same as the state of Mississippi when you put him in office
As lieutenant governor.
as lieutenant governor. Just want him an R. Okay. But anyway, looking at this, 2 Madison County supervisors refused to pay the $65,000, which of course they did. And then they came back and said that they won't, before they go any further, they would like to see the client list of Steen's customers.
Right.
Now we'll stay on break and take a commercial because we'll be watching that story really close. We'll be watching it, Steen. You know, and I saw a post of his online where he was all bragging about the case being dismissed on the land that they bought from themselves twice.
Yeah.
Of course it got dismissed. That's the way those things work.
Yeah.
You
Who
know?
was the judge that was over that?
We're
going to talk about that when we get back.
We'll look that up. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie and Ron Eller this morning. We'll look that up. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's is a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic Southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
If you ever been stuck on the side of the road with engine trouble or because of an accident, you know how frustrating that can be. I'm Chad Stevens of Chad Stevens Record Service. We'll help take some of the stress out of this stressful situation. We've been rated by AAA as one of the top 10 towing services in the entire USA. Why? Well, just ask our customers. So keep our number in your cell phones and call us if you need us. 662-755-8645. That's Chad Stevens Record Service. 662-755-8645.
The National Weather Service in Jackson has issued a tornado warning for northern Leake County in central Mississippi, east central Madison County in central Mississippi until 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. At 6:33 a.m. Central Standard Time, a tornado-producing storm was located 7 miles south of Thumitown, or 10 miles west of Carthage, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard: damaging tornado. Source: radar-confirmed tornado. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic storm will be near Carthage, Redwater, in Thumitown around 6:40 a.m. Central Standard Time. Singleton around 6:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. Redville around 6:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. Edinburgh around 7:05 a.m. Central Standard Time. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
International meeting in McGee tomorrow.
I guess we're back here on the Chip Matthews Show. A big weather alert there right before it didn't play my
Your
song.
intro music.
I had no intro music.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're back here on the program. Y'all be careful out there. It's just 10 miles west of Carthage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it's a tornado on the ground, radar indicated. And now I was just looking at my guys. That's between Canton and there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they go, no, that's east.
It's raining really bad at Rattler Ferry, but there's no wind blowing around. I'm looking at them on my cell phone, on my cameras.
She's got her cameras up at
And,
Rattlers Ferry.
The weather's
Who's
not
playing
not
tonight at
bad
Rattlers
there.
Ferry?
Tonight is Silk and Steel.
Silk and Steel.
Mhm. And then tomorrow night is Garrett Oswalt duo, and then Sunday's Rachel Phelps and Patrick Ballard.
But right now, playing out at Rattlers Ferry.
It's
right
some
now,
rain on the rooftop.
It's raining wood,
Yeah.
not silk and steel.
Yeah. So we have steak night tonight at Rattler Ferry.
Yes.
So everybody needs to go out. With the owning a
You
restaurant.
trying to take business from me?
No. So
And
with
you.
owning a restaurant comes with meeting wonderful people.
Right.
And we met this guy last night that gave me some happy news. And it's all about ice cream.
Yeah, we met the guy that is buying up all the McDonald's in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So if your McDonald's is improving lately, that's one of the he's got 3 or 4 at this point.
He named 2.
Name 2.
Yeah.
But it's 2 that he's fixed. And the funny thing about it is when you introduced me to it, the first thing I said, you're the one that has the banners up that says, "We fixed the ice cream machine."
That was the best news.
And I pulled in immediately when I saw the signs, and that was about a month ago. I saw the signs the first time, and I pulled in and said, "Got to give me some ice cream."
Yeah. So I, went through there one day last week or early this week, the one on 51 in Ridgeland.
Yeah.
And I mean, the customer service was just unbelievably kind. And I thought to myself, wow. And I told the lady at the window, I said, man, thanks for being so nice this morning. It really made my day. And now I know why.
Yeah.
It's got new ownership, new management, and we have ice cream. I don't think anybody else in the state of Mississippi has ice cream
Yeah.
at McDonald's except for these two locations.
There's some truth to that. And it's amazing to me that something as simple as the ice cream machine
Oh my
working.
God. Well, when I was pregnant carrying my boys, I craved a Happy Meal. Had to be a cheeseburger, had to have the French fries and a chocolate milkshake. And I would dip those French fries in that chocolate milkshake. It was bliss.
What the hell are you doing?
Well,
Dipping
pregnant
French fries
women,
in the
pregnant women do crazy things, and it was really, really, really good.
Are you pregnant now?
No, but I still love McDonald's.
You're still
ice
crazy
cream.
too.
Yes,
You're still crazy.
you didn't have to agree with him, Ron.
Well, you know.
Okay, I'm
and
in-
the truth shall set you free.
Jeez, people.
Yeah. So everybody, go get you some ice cream at the Highway 51 McDonald's or the one across the spillway right there at. Is that Old Fannin Road?
At Old Fannin Road.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very nice gentleman too.
Over
Thank
by
you.
where Acme Pizza on the west side was.
That's right.
And we'll have that back open soon.
Yeah. And I think he and his wife will be here next Thursday, and we're going to talk McDonald's.
So they're going to be on the radio. We're going to talk
Yes,
McDonald's.
We're going to talk McDonald's.
He better bring us a, let's see what I want. I got to think about it.
I want a large coffee with a sausage and biscuit.
I want the McGriddle.
They're the best.
I like
The McGriddle.
McGriddle.
Yeah, you like the McGriddle. My youngest son, Wyatt, likes the McGriddle, but
They built maple syrup crystals to go inside it.
yeah.
You know,
It's like a pancake biscuit kind of thing.
It's got a pancake. No, it's a pancake biscuit. There's no such thing as a pancake biscuit.
It's a pancake, but it's put together like a biscuit. Didn't it have sausage in there or something?
Yep.
But it's not a biscuit.
But it's a pancake, but it's built like a biscuit.
It'd be more like a pig in a blanket.
Well, they call it McGriddle, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
They should have
It
called
is
it
delicious.
McChip. They'd sell much
McChip.
better.
Buffalo chip.
Buffalo chip. But anyway.
Well, you know what a buffalo chip is. It's kind of crappy.
Thanks. Thank you very much. You sound like that.
See,
Hulk,
now I got you back.
Thank you.
See that Hulk Hogan guy that started all that. But anyway, so Ron, what do you think about what's going on in Venezuela?
What's going on in Venezuela? We're taking back American interest and property. We are setting the stage for the expansion of democratic leadership throughout the Western and Southern Hemisphere.
And that's
a good thing.
And that's important. I mean, you know, the Western Hemisphere needs to all be together. Of course, Canada's over here with us, and we let them just tag along, and they need to be happy to tag along
Yeah.
with us. But
It's the Monroe Doctrine. You know,
Yeah.
you stay in your hemisphere and we'll stay in ours. And
Right.
this is part of our hemisphere.
and you know, you don't need to be coming over here. We built that ditch down
Mhm.
there in Panama.
Yeah.
For
I've been on that ditch.
to be at the purposes for our use.
Yeah.
And you know, and everybody's benefited from it. So they just need to chill out,
I
get
get-
out.
I get a kick out of the new word hemisphere. I don't think I've ever heard any political people talk about our hemisphere
in decades.
Yeah, so I'm just curious
Mm-hmm.
how many of are they trying to trip up the Democrats or you know?
That was you in the door. You've been doing dirt work for years, moving the hemisphere around.
Well, I know that. But I'm just saying. I mean, it's a new word that nobody has ever used in forever.
Well, no, it was in my 6th grade social studies book.
I had it in high school and junior high too, but I'm just saying
No, you
today.
didn't. No, you
Shut up, Chip. I'm just saying in today's world, it's not a
It's
word.
not a common use.
No, and all of a sudden they just everything's the
I use
hemisphere.
hemisphere every day. I use it every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Give me an example. You stay in your own
Acme
lane.
Pizza makes the best pizza in this hemisphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. And steak.
Yeah. And that's all. And that's all Jenny's fault.
and
that
have
it's the best.
great customer service.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And back in my time in the military, you know, I spent a little time around some of those folks. I spent time with the Argentinian, Chilean militaries. I spent time in Panama.
Mhm.
You know, so I think I have a little knowledge of the area and the situation.
It's not an area. It's a hemisphere.
I
It's
stand
our,
corrected.
our hemisphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's some women in this
Well,
hemisphere
now
that are just
actually,
huge.
that is the southern hemisphere, and we're in the northern hemisphere. If you want to get right down to that, but that's
So they're in the Confederate part of the hemisphere. Okay.
And if Benny and the Republic of New Africa had their way, we'd be
In the West.
in a different nation right now.
So he would pick up the whole nation and move us over there, or would he move that
Well,
nation over here?
he just wants his own rule, and for it to be funded by the American people.
And remember, since we are funding flights out, if you're an illegal alien to get out of the country,
Yep, and we'll pay you to get on that plane.
you can go ahead and just could you extend that to Americans? Because I think of them as Americans. If you were born here and you are an American, right? But if you think you're not an American, would just go ahead and get on one of those airplanes and land wherever you wish in whatever country you think you're from.
Well, I have a friend, Edgar Vasquez. He's a DACA guy, and he's down on the coast, and he's actually been here since he was 3 years old. And the poor guy can't get a darn green card. He's been to the police academy. He works as a deputy sheriff, and this guy is a real American. And
so how do he can't get a green card?
So, he works on like prison transports and stuff like that. So, because he doesn't have a gun.
Let's go back. He can't get a green card.
But he's been here since he was 3.
And who does
he's
he
been
work
to the police
for?
academy.
And he works for who? The government?
Well, he's a county sheriff, deputy county sheriff.
Give me that math.
I understand.
Give me that math. And what's going on in the rest of the world, right? I mean, if you kept up with any of these,
that's Edgar right there.
Okay, there's Edgar.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
How about that?
I know a bunch of good guys that are getting the rail. We had our buddy on. We had Timothy Jenkins was on the air talking about our buddy down from Gladstad, who is down in Angola because of paperwork malfunction, we'll call it, from the Department of Immigration.
I heard Timothy the other day on your show talking about it because I had it playing in my hearing aids while I was.
And
at
we
work.
need somebody from Mississippi, which they have no backbone, but somebody from Mississippi to stand up and just say, look, he's a deacon at the church. He's this, and I'm talking about a politician on the national level, but they're too busy worrying about getting reelected, and they don't really care about people.
Well, that goes back to some of those reasons why we need term limits. I
It's
happen to be the Mississippi chairman for term limits, and so everybody hates me, Republican, Democrat, Independent alike.
I hate you too,
Oh,
Ron.
it's
I
nothing
know,
like-
but that's okay.
It's nothing
But
like having
it's actually in the Bible. It talks about that in Psalms. Psalms 109:8. May his days be few. May another take his position of leadership. Hoorah!
Well, I'm going to tell you what, we need to find some more sponsors for our program. And I heard there's a sale.
There is?
The radio stations, we're having a sale on our show. It's
Okay.
a fire sale.
Yeah.
You can get in and get on real cheap right now.
Yeah.
But we also have a sponsor for this show, as we all know.
Yeah.
And it's for long-term planning and caring and taking care of yourself. And it is
Pierce Professional Agency. And he was telling me that a lot of people think that they have Medicare and Medicaid and that takes care of their long-term care. But Medicare covers 100% of the first 20 days. And beyond that, you have a copay for 80 more days. Then after that, you're on your own unless you have a long-term care plan. And putting someone in the nursing home without any coverage, insurance, whatever, it's $9,000 a month.
Yeah.
And that's not very good living for somebody.
Well, and when you look at that Social Security check, it ain't but what, a couple of $1,000?
Yeah. Yeah. So that comes out of your pocket. So long-term care is not like it once was. It's revolved around to today's needs for people. And his website is MadisonPlans.com. So reach out to him for more information and let him.
And don't have a
set you
long-term
up.
care plan like mine where I'm just going to find a 24-hour restaurant and go in there and get something to eat and just say, I'm just eating. I'm resting between meals. Just stay in the booth the whole time.
Well,
Yeah.
get on one of those cruise ships doing the.
Yeah, there's some people.
globe.
There have been people that have been doing that lately.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of nursing home, get on a boat.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to worry about clothes. You need just to
You can join a gym and go take a shower.
yeah, every day. Join a gym.
What is it? $25?
Yeah, it
Mm.
works.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews program with Dawn McKenzie and Ron Eller.
Oh,
in just a moment, right here on the big one, WYAB
103.9.
In just a moment, right here on the big one.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Here at Lakeland Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at LakelandGlassandTint.com. Lakeland Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
A new year means a new you with a new ride from Mazda of Jackson with our extended super sale. Chart your new course in a 2025 CX-5 before they're gone. Price to move with 0.9% financing for 72 months with approved credit. And see why it's the compact crossover that's built for you. Plus, get 1 year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. It's time to make the resolution to choose Mazda today. Shop online at MazdaJackson.com or visit Mazda Jackson on I-55 Frontage Road.
Need to ship something fast, print something now, or wrap the perfect gift? Head to the Mailroom Gluckstadt, your one-stop shop for all major shipping carriers. We pack and ship with care, offer private mailbox rentals, copy services, create and print banners, print your photos, lamination, binding, and secure document shredding. We always have a notary available, and we do gift wrapping too. Head to the Mailroom Gluckstadt across from Callaway's or online at mailroomgluckstadt.com. Stop in today and get it all done in one place.
Men, let's talk about low testosterone. Do you suffer from any of these symptoms? Low sex drive, ED. Are you always tired, depressed? You have loss of muscle mass? You're obese? Maybe you have loss of focus and drive? Then you, my friends, may suffer from low testosterone. Let my buddies over at Men's Health in Mississippi, located right there in Madison, check your numbers today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. Check them out online at menshealthms.com. That's menshealthms.com. Men's Health Mississippi.
Hey, freedom lovers, Big River Ballistics in Morton is your one-stop shop for all your 2A need. From suppressors to everyday carry pistols and everything in between, we've got the gear. Test it in our beautiful facility and stretch out your rifle on our 1,150-yard range. Memberships start at only $40 a month. And hey, veterans, first responders, military, you're getting 10% off everything, including memberships. Visit BigRiverBallistics.com. That's Big River Ballistics, where freedom fires. Big River Ballistics, Morton, Mississippi.
So when are you going to check that thing off your to-do list?
Right, that. I don't know. How about next week?
How about now?
Or I could do it later, right?
No more putting it off. Do it now so you don't forget. You want this and have for a while.
You're right. I want this.
You deserve this, and it can help you in the long run. There, I just logged on to homescc.edu. We're getting you registered right now.
Wait. Hold up. I thought you had to show up on site to register at Homes.
You can do either one. You know that career you talk about all the time? The life you dream about? It starts today. How does that famous quote go?
Don't. Please don't.
The secret to getting ahead is
getting started.
Spring classes start January 12th, and there's no classes on Fridays. Register at a campus near you Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 3:30, or right now at homecc.edu. And remember, your tuition could be free with a 20 on your ACT.
Holmes Community College.
No place like Homes.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show. Here's your host, Chip Matthews.
And the tulips will be blooming as flowers everywhere. But anyway, whatever.
You love that song, but a lot of our people don't really particularly care for that song.
I understand that, but the whole concept is to announce that I'm going to be back and to make sure that whatever they're doing, they stop doing. And when they hear
Because
that,
this is the most important aspect of their life.
and so you don't want, you know, it's not like a siren to a swill that I'm coming in. I can use Tiny Tim as a siren that I am on my way back. Time to talk. It's Chip coming back.
Okay. Well, just as long as you got a reason and a purpose, I guess it's
That was
okay.
it. If you're in the car and you got it turned down, all of a sudden,
Well, you remember the movie The Jerk with Steve Martin? That's his special purpose.
yeah, well, it was, but now you know, with no phone book, you can't even be the jerk anymore. Did you see the movie The Jerk?
Now you know the
The
answer.
new phone book's here. I'm somebody.
I'm important.
I'm important.
People are going to know who I am.
People are gonna know me.
Pop, pop. These oil cans are defective. Look at this. You're about to be defective. Nathan? Nathan R. Johnson.
6:55 a.m. Some of the things coming up next week on the 5th, that would be
The 5th of February?
No, the 15th. Excuse me, the 15th of no, January.
Well, you said next month.
I meant next week. It feels like next month, next year. But anyway, on the 15th, there'll be sentencing in the courtroom there for Eric Guilty and Andrew
Guilty.
Grant. Eric Guilty. That's what he should change his name to, because he's pled guilty several times, and so is Andrew Grant. But anyway, this disgraced alderman from Canton who testified in the Rudy Warnock trial. We'll see how much testimony they gave out. Rudy. Yeah. He's doing his 20 years. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember we have a tornado warning, and we need to be careful out there in the central Mississippi area between Canton and Carthage.
Yep.
So, y'all be on the lookout.
That Atala-Leak County area.
We'll see if there's some reports of anything going on. I'm sure Chris Davis will be keeping up with that. And, of course, Clay will be keeping up with that on his program as it occurs. But it's real quiet out there in Florida right now. It's real quiet. And those windows were shaking.
Well, you know, behind the quote, Mark Levin, the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we're pretty safe here in the bunker.
Yes. But
But you know,
we got.
I bet you there was a guy in Venezuela thought he was pretty safe in the bunker.
His door didn't shut, did it?
Well, there are a few other guys that way. But anyway, y'all keep up with the national news, keep up with the local news. It seems like the new Republic of South Africa, the new
Republic of
Africa, has been making their moves in the democratically controlled parts of the world.
I wonder if they would be considered as terrorists.
That's what I would think they are. They should be.
That was an insurrection. They killed a police officer,
Mhm.
and you know, Benny's on video backing them and saying, you know,
It was a
y'all.
It was a
being-
mistake. No, it wasn't a
It was
mistake.
an unfortunate accident.
Unfortunate accident.
Yes.
And then, of course, our legislature sitting down there, all in one building.
Mhm.
And if we had, at least we had a handful of Republicans that come out. The only Republican that came out of state leadership right off the bat, didn't bat an eye, was David McRae. He came out and said, "This is wrong. Benny shouldn't be saying stuff like that."
Mhm.
Nobody else did. Benny gonna be Benny. Everybody got Benny gonna be Benny. He gonna get us a
Well, you
check.
know,
He gonna get us the Democratic check to go with our Republican check. We're gonna be able to help all the people in Mississippi.
I noticed in the one time that I faced Benny, November of 2024, if you looked at the vote totals, like in Hinds County for myself and Benny's election versus, say, Kamala Harris and Trump's, there's a significant difference in the number counts. Now, how can that be? You would think that
Well,
we would have the same number of votes.
Kamala and Benny weren't seeing eye to eye, right?
Well, the Trump Harris vote counts were several thousand votes less than Benny and I.
You know,
And that happened in a lot of counties.
to talk about election fraud in Mississippi.
And we're talking there's 13% is all we needed
with
to
Lynn
win.
Fitch on the job. I can't believe that. Don't talk about election fraud in Mississippi with Lynn Fitch on the job.
Well, you know, they'll tell you it goes to the
you got to say goodbye.
Oh man, it's time
Yeah.
to go.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See y'all
Bye.
Monday.